Hi everyone, it's Dr. Damien creating my very first digital marketing video for you. I wanted to reiterate a few of the concepts that we talked about in class, in particular owned media, paid media, and earned media. Talk about it in the context of social media and also point you in the direction of the discussion board where I've posted an activity that I'd like you to participate in. So in regards to owned media, we're talking about the media properties that the company actually owns. So the most obvious example of this would be the company's website. Okay, the company has full control over what goes on their website. They can put in whatever messaging they want, and they will make that messaging fully aligned to the brand's pillars. Other examples of owned media would be the email marketing campaigns that the brand might send out to their customers. They have full control over the messaging. In regards to paid media, we're talking about when a company pays another media firm to promote their brand. So an obvious example of this would be just traditional advertising on television, where your brand creates an advertisement and then they pay the media company, in this case, television station, to run your ad. Okay, so another example would be a billboard or a product placement. Okay, so you're paying another firm to promote your brand. An example of earned media might be when a company sends out a press release, and that press release is picked up by a newspaper or a TV station, and some journalists say this could make an interesting story, and then they write that story, okay, or it ends up on the news as a short segment, and your brand is getting all this free publicity. You don't have full control anymore, okay? The journalist has control, and the journalist tells a story. So that journalist could tell positive parts about the story, it could tell negative parts about the story. So you lose control of the messaging. Okay, so I've just explained paid, earned, and owned media in the context of marketing generally, okay? But specifically, those terms are used in social media a lot, okay? So social media marketers often talk about their earned, owned, and paid media. With their owned media, they're generally talking about their profiles, okay? Their profiles on Instagram and on Twitter and on Facebook. They're talking about the content that they produce, okay? The content that they produce to share and put into their feeds so that their followers are engaged and they're informed, okay? All of the content marketing type material that we talked about earlier in the course. In regards to paid media, we're talking about the ads that they create, okay? So the advertising that they create for social media. So this time, you might be still creating the ads, so you still have full control, but you no longer are displaying them on your media, your profile site, your feed. You're paying Facebook or you're paying Twitter or you're paying Instagram to put those ads in other people's feeds, the feeds of people who don't necessarily follow you. In addition to that, we could be talking about how you pay a celebrity or an influencer to endorse your product. Okay, it's paid media. Okay, you're paying them a fee to tell their followers about your product. Okay, you have control. You have some control over what that influencer says, but you no longer have 100% control. Okay, you don't have the amount of control that you would if you were posting it on your own feed. The influencer now has some control, but because you're paying the bills, okay, you have more control than just pure earned media. With earned media, okay, we're talking about when you lose control, okay? So this is perhaps when you've created quality content and it starts to go viral. People start sharing it, people start talking about it, people start talking about your brand, they get really excited. This is earned media. On the opposite side as well, it could be negative, okay? People could start hating on you. They could really hate something that you created, some content. They find some content you created really offensive. They could share that, they could comment about that. This is all earned media. If someone has a very bad experience at the restaurant and they write negative comments on your feed, on your page, they share it on their own page, that starts to go viral. This is all earned media. It's media that your company, your brand is receiving, but you've lost control of it. You don't own it. You didn't pay for it. You earned it. And again, it could be positive or negative. So what I'd like you to do for the activity is that I want you to go to the discussion board, and you'll see that I created a thread there for owned, earned, and paid media. In the thread, I want you to take 3 screenshots. We'll post 3 screenshots. So get onto your social media profiles onto Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat, whatever it is. I don't really mind. And search for a brand, a local brand or any brand really, but a local brand would be great. And go to their owned media. Go to their own media and take a screenshot of some content they've created in the past week, okay, some recent content, and see the messages that they own, and write a sentence to say why this is owned media, and what they're trying to communicate. Now go and take another, go find an ad that they create as well, a social media ad. Okay, now this would be an example of paid media. Take a screenshot of that, and then simply write why that is paid media, and secondly, what it is that they're trying to create, communicate with that. Is it different to their own media? And finally, look for some earned media. Is there any earned media that they have? So find some comments, for example, people talking about their brands, things they earn, see how the company's interacting with that as well. Take a screenshot, post it up, say why it's earned media, and also say, what that's communicating. Probably if it's positive about the brand, why the brand would like this, or if it's negative as well. This is sort of the interesting stuff that you'll find. All right, good luck, guys. Really would appreciate it if you did this really short activity before our next class, so we can all just see if this works, really. This is my first attempt. So good luck. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys. See ya.